The most dangerous nominee that we've seen yet to our democracy.
I think he's not a distraction. I think this is actually one of the dangerous ones that we need to be paying attention to.
It's dangerous to put someone like this in charge.
People called Patel dangerous.
How dangerous is that?
Well, Donald Trump has nominated another Black person to his cabinet. His administration is another Black person. Wow. Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today, we got to talk about Kash Patel. That's right. We're going to talk about Kash Patel. That's right. Another Black person on Donald Trump's cabinet. Linda B., why you say Kash Patel Black? Before we get into this, don't forget to like this video, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. If you have not already, hit that notification bell so that you are alerted of new content. And I ask that you watch the video to the end. Let's get into it. All right, so you know the whole thing with Kamala Harris saying she's Black, and then Candace Owens did that deep dive into her genealogy, her ancestry, only to find out Kamala Harris actually isn't Black. She's Irish, Syrian Jew, and Indian. That is what she is. But she claimed she was Black, and put these phony, fake Black ancestors in her book to try and get the Black vote. It still didn't work. All the lying in the world did not work for this woman, okay? Kamala Harris said, oh, I'm Black. I don't even think she said that, really. She said it in a roundabout way. So if you're going by those metrics, then Kash Patel is going to be the first Black FBI director. That's right. And if you're looking at this, posted a few hours ago, Kash Patel will be the first ever Black FBI director, the same way Kamala Harris was the first ever Black vice president. Therefore, any senators who vote against his confirmation will be committing an act of racism and white supremacy. Now, in all honesty, he's a lot darker than Kamala Harris, okay? He's got a lot more melanin popping. And I know, this is a silly video. I'm making fun, and I hope you guys are okay with that people are not too sensitive in their feelings. This is just a play on what Kamala Harris clearly did. That was a total lie. So if we're going to go by that, then Kash Patel, if you're going by those metrics, Kash Patel is going to be the first ever Black FBI director. Let's read some more. Here he is on The Blaze in his interview with Glenn Beck. All right, let's see what he has to say.
But who? That is, I mean, there's...
Oh, that's under direct control of the director of the FBI. Just like the manifesto from the Nashville school shooting of the Catholic school. Yeah. We still haven't seen that, right? It's not the Nashville police or PD saying we don't want this out.
If you don't believe me, he's got the left crying. They are literally losing their minds. They cannot stand the fact that this man is nominated. This is how you know that a pick is a really good pick, because the more the left whines and cries and says he's dangerous, this is an awful pick, that's how you know it's a good one. Check this out.
Kash Patel, who's a total bomb thrower, MAGA person.
I suppose if we still had the ability to be shocked, it's shocking.
Who is this man, and why did so many top officials fear him?
It's a terrible development for the men and women of the FBI and also for the nation.
There have been some concerns voiced by John Bolton.
He believes in nothing except serving Donald Trump.
Patel is a MAGA loyalist known for his extreme rhetoric.
Patel has promised to go after journalists, among others, and more or less dismantle the agency.
Putting someone like Kash Patel in the position of director of the FBI is, I believe, extremely, extremely dangerous.
The most dangerous nominee that we've seen yet to our democracy.
I think he's not a distraction. I think think this is actually one of the dangerous ones that we need to be paying attention to.
It's dangerous to put someone like this in charge.
People called Patel dangerous.
How dangerous is that?
Deeply dangerous.
Extraordinarily dangerous.
And this is a very dangerous moment.
Patel is facing criticism for a lack of experience.
He has indeed, as you note, no qualifications.
Kash Patel is profoundly unqualified for this job.
Kash Patel, who has absolutely no business being the director of the FBI.
There is no ideology. There's no agenda here other than retribution.
Singularly focused on exacting revenge.
He has talked about targeting people to go after journalists, to go after political critics.
You have the makings of, a not so slow motion authoritarian takeover of the United States government. And people ought to be really concerned about this.
Well, that was like a lot of clips of craziness. These people are scared of Kash Patel because Kash Patel does not play. He's all about the dismantling. He's all about the uncovering, releasing this tape, releasing that tape. Oh, he's all about it. He's not afraid. And see, that's what the evil powers that be don't want. First of all, they need to learn that all their fear mongering did not work in the election, is not going to work with this either. Okay. And by all metrics, he will be the first Black FBI director. And he's extremely dangerous. He has no qualifications. He has no business being the FBI director. So does that mean these people are racist and white supremacist? Let's see Kash Patel's true qualifications. Well, what do you know? Here are his qualifications, his actual background. Kash served as the Chief of Staff to the Department of Defense and Deputy Assistant to President Trump as the Chief of Staff at the Department of Defense. His responsibilities included implementing the Secretary's no-fail mission with our 3 million plus employees, operating a $740 billion budget and $2 trillion in assets. Kash served as Deputy Director of National Intelligence, where he oversaw all 17 intelligence community agencies and prioritized intelligence collection to focus on hard targets and global threats. He led the director's mission to synthesize our intelligence holdings and create the president's daily briefing, which he then briefed to the president and cabinet officials. Kash led President Trump's counterterrorism mission as deputy assistant to the president on the National Security Council and helped President Trump on his top priorities, including eliminating Al-Qaeda and ISIS senior leadership and safely repatriating dozens of American hostages. As the top counterterrorism official at the White House, Kash was responsible for creating and implementing our nation's policy to safeguard the homeland by overseeing the interagency implementation of the national CT strategy. And then he served as a national security advisor, senior counsel for the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, and he spearheaded the investigation into the Russian active measures campaign to influence the 2016 presidential election, the Russiagate, the hoax thing. The investigation discovered numerous illegal surveillance measures undertaken by the Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Kash worked as a national security prosecutor at the DOJ under the Obama administration, where he led investigations spanning multiple threats of conflict and oversaw the successful prosecution of criminals aligned with Al-Qaeda and ISIS and other terror groups. This nonsense, this BS, this bull sugar honey iced tea is because this man is a threat. Whenever someone is good, like look at how they treated Donald Trump. He's good for the country, but he's a threat. He's an extremist. He's a dictator, a Nazi, a white supremacist. This man is racist. No matter how many times you call somebody something doesn't mean that that is what that person is. I repeat, no matter how many times you call somebody something does not make them that thing, i.e. men dressing up a certain way and they calling themselves women. That doesn't make them a woman, and a woman dressing as a man doesn't make her a man. You can say it all day, but it doesn't make that person that thing. Kash Patel is a threat to the evil powers that be, because if they liked him, like they were saying good things about Liz Cheney and Nikki Haley, then that means that's a problem. They need to be saying bad things about the person for me to feel comfortable. If you're on the conservative side, you've caught on to the fact that people that they praise in the mainstream media is not somebody we should trust. We don't go along with that. Those are your Democrats, your Democrats, and your rhinos that they are praising in the media. And the ones that they talk bad about, oh, he's dangerous. He's dangerous. So right now, is out here in these streets that Kash Patel will be the first Black FBI director, and he's dangerous. So you Black and dangerous, Kash Patel. Y'all know him just having a little funny, just having a little fun with this whole thing. But let's look at some other comments on social media. Well, I guess it's a good thing we're a constitutional republic and not a democracy then. In light of this, Kash doesn't present any danger, unless, of course, you're a deep state bad actor. In that case, you should be pretty nervous. Justice is coming. So he's the perfect candidate. Liar when it comes to them talking about the media. All the more reason to support Trump's nomination of Kash. See, people have figured it out on the conservative side. The people who are leaning left, who vote Democrats or who vote blue no matter who, they still believe the media. They're under a delusion. This idiot voted for a woman who was not even elected by her own party to run for office. She was installed by the powers that be, and he is speaking about threats to democracy. That's another thing that even Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club was saying against the Democrats. Yes, Charlemagne was talking bad about the Democrats. He was like, how y'all gonna talk about democracy? The Democrats, he was going in, okay? Him and Stephen A. Smith really go in on the Democrats, but then they'll make it clear that that's who they're voting for, but they spend most of their time complaining about the party that they're voting for. Literally makes no sense. I think they're really conservative in disguise. They're on the DL when it comes to that. They'll do anything to disavow any of Trump's picks. Kash is more than qualified, and they know it. Trump could pick a high-level, far-left nut job, and they'd find a way to tear them down too. You're anti-Trump? Good for you. I bet you're either a liberal, illegal, or living off the government. Ha, ha, ha. Keep them cards and letters coming, Democrats. Go Kash, great choice. So people are saying Kash is a great choice. I think he is too. Look at all of his qualifications. So again, we got to remember to be excited. He got another Black person in his administration. We know he's Indian descent. Just making a little joke about all that thing with Kamala Harris. And that's what this is about. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to support me on Locals. Also, you can find me on X, TikTok, and Instagram as ChatWithMeLindaB. You all can email me as ChatWithMeLindaB@gmail.com. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America, and march on, warriors.